Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff. It is Friday, October 14th, 2022. We're here for our 3-day lectionary readings as we get ready to look forward to Sunday. Our psalm reading once again is Psalm 121. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 31, verses 43 through chapter 32, verse 2. And then our New Testament reading comes from 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verses 14 through 26. Let us listen in to the scriptures for the day. Psalm 121. I look up to the mountains. Does my strength come from mountains? No, my strength comes from God, who made heavens and earth and mountains. He won't let you stumble. Your guardian guard won't fall asleep, not on your life. Israel's guardian will never doze or sleep. God's your guardian, right at your side, to protect you, shielding you from sunstroke, sheltering you from moonstroke. God guards you from every evil. He guards your very life. He guards you when you leave and when you return. He guards you now, and he guards you always. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 43, and it goes through chapter 32, verse 2. Laban defended himself. The daughters are my daughters. The children are my children. The flock is my flock. Everything you see is mine. But what can I do about my daughters or for the children they've had? So let's settle things between us. Make a covenant. God will be the witness between us. Jacob took a stone, and he set it upright as a pillar. Jacob called his family around. Get stones. They gathered stones and heaped them up, and then ate there beside the pile of stone. Laban named in Aramaic Yigah-Sahothua, witness monument. Jacob echoed the naming in Hebrew, Gilead, witness monument. Laban said, the monument of stones will be a witness, beginning now, between you and me. That is why it is called Gilead, witness monument. It is also called Mizpah, watchtower, because Laban said, God keep watch between you and me when we are at each other's sight. If you mistreat my daughters or take other wives when there's no one else around to see you, God will see you and stand witness between us. And Laban continued to Jacob, the monument of stones, and this stone pillar that I have set up is a witness that I won't cross this line to hurt you, and you won't cross this line to hurt me. The God of Abraham and the God of Nahor, the God of their ancestor, will keep things straight between us. Jacob promised, swearing by the fear, the God of his father Isaac. Then Jacob offered a sacrifice on the mountain and worshipped, calling in all his family members to the meal. They ate and slept that night on the mountain. Laban got up early the next morning, kissed his grandchildren and his daughters, blessed them, and then set off for home. And Jacob went his way. Angels of God met him. When Jacob saw them, he said, "Oh, God's camp." And he named the place Mahanaim, campground. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verses 14 through 26. Repeat these basic essentials over and over to God's people. Warn them before God against pious nitpicking, which chips away at the faith. It just wears everyone out. Concentrate on doing your best for God. Work you won't be ashamed of, laying out the true, plain and simple. Stay clear of pious talk that is only talk. Words are not mere words, you know. If they're not backed by a godly life, they accumulate as poison in the soul. Hymenaeus and Philetus are examples. throwing believers off stride and missing the truth by a mile by saying the resurrection is over and done with. Meanwhile, God's firm foundation is as firm as ever. These sentences engraved on stone. God knows who belongs to him. Steer clear of evil, all you who name God as God. In a well-furnished kitchen, there are not only crystal goblets and silver platters, but waste cans and compost buckets. Some containers used to serve fine meals, others to take out the garbage. Because the kind of container God can use to present any and every kind of gift to his guests for their blessing. Run away from childish indulgences. Run after mature righteousness, faith, love, and peace, joining those who are in honest and serious prayer before God. Refuse to get involved in inane discussion. They always end up in fights. God's servant must not be argumentative, but a gentle listener and a teacher who keeps cool, working firmly but patiently with those who refuse to obey. You never know how or when God might sober them up with a change of a heart and a turning to the truth, enabling them to escape the devil's trap, where they are caught and held captive, forced to run his errands. And here ends our readings for the day.